be the most prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Florida Gators and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. Ranked in the top 25 with high expectations to start the season, that Week 0 loss shocked everyone. With a bye week to look at their issues, try to get things corrected, this is a crucial game today. Can they be the team everyone thought they were before the season started? We'll find out today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Plows through the defense. There he goes. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot. Every single...
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Oh, what a move. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Jones to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. The Gators decide to punt it away. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. LSU quick to the line. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Got him downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41. That's a good game there.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to pass, it's Levin. Here's a heat. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a
I'd have a chance. The 20, 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To throw, it's Levin. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if this one will be marked down around the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires left, and they can't make the connection. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim and you really, really miss, you know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab on the left. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. Punt is on its way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on third. Hauls it in. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Here's the pressure. Complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
The give to Caden Durham. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in. And you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes and all.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Hard running there. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when...
There's some room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Gets the back moving. Calls his own number. Oh, he's got some space. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pryor. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Wilson has it over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Ooh. Now on the option. Now the toss. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Gators! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air, it's Levitt. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football, incompletion, move on.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball.
He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Watkins. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
So they'll send out the field goal unit trying to tie it up late in the half. It's good. And we are dead even here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellows, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Hawkeyes with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That's caught. It's ball.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
Across the 45. There's a little room there. Touchdown, Gators! That one will give them the lead.
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires it down the seam. Upstairs he's got it. Ripped past midfield. Finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of this route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Jones wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the six. Get the pick six.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Pulls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Jones to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Crosses the 45. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. In Baton Rouge, a huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And
there's a crease. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Jones wants to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hauls it in.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly. And they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And he got it! They take the lead here in the fourth.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll go to the counter. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the point after is good.
Florida, 34. LSU, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Caden Durham again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make...
He's looking deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverage. By the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the back. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Working on the right. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw, it's Levin. With the catch, it's Green. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Looking for a big play. Caught. Touchdown, Tiger. He got a step and just dusted the field. The Tigers are back on top. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Uncorks one. Complete to the right. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a 1st down.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more 1st downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Tackle is made.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
A designed run for the quarterback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Running inside. It's ball. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. On the move. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
And listen,
they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line gets set, first down. And the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to